For the past 2 years, he's helped Charlotte's technology startup community stay informed and connected. He is the owner of Detail Block. Detail Block is a technology-focused media company providing readers events, news, and tools to help them connect with their local technology community. I present to you James Stewart Jr.
Well, I'm James, and I'm finally up here. When I returned from college after graduating from UNC Chapel Hill, my family was like, yeah, dog, you finally graduated. You can join the workforce. Unfortunately, I was like, I'm not trying to join an industry that says, yeah, dog, in 2010. So I thought I wanted to be part of an industry that was growing and more open-minded, and that was the tech community. Unfortunately, while searching, I couldn't find a job because I didn't have the skills. And also, I couldn't find the tech community because it was really hard. After 2 years, in 2012, I did join the tech community. This is very similar to a lot of tech jobs and tech workers. They search around looking for information, looking for events to engage with like-minded people, and they're looking for tools to help advance their careers. Unfortunately, it takes a long time. Detail Block is supposed to help that. Business want to find tech workers who are highly engaged so they can become potential workers. Detail Block can help that. Detail Block has articles to help people find information, events to help them engage with like-minded people, and tools to help them businesses and individuals grow. If you look at the top right, that's an example of a Detail Block tool. It aggregates the startups that have died, startups that have created, and their categories. Businesses and individuals can look at this information and see where the market is going and make better decisions for where they're going to be next. Ideally, we want customers that are small and medium-sized businesses who are tech related, so that such as a development firm. We want them to be hopefully wanting a brand to the tech community, and they actually want customers. They would pay $400 a month to advertise on the website, email newsletter, or among the tools. And they also have an opportunity to sponsor an event. We have a lot of competition. If you look at the bottom green square circle, there's a lot of business news sites, and they also cover tech occasionally. And that's Financial Times, the Wall Street Journal. Then you have industry verticals like TechCrunch and Recode, and they're only focused on tech. Both of those circles are national, international organizations. And then you have the local, like Charlotte Observer, who focus on local and occasionally have tech articles. But Detail Block is unique. It's local and tech news all in one place. It's a great place for people who want to find that category and that community all in one place and not have to define the other business sites. There's a huge opportunity for this. If you look at Silicon Valley, that's the big red circle, and then you see New York City and Boston. They are the venture capital hubs, and so the tech media is focused on them. But also there's venture capital in all those smaller circles. Those tech communities have more workers, and they need a news site. That's what Detail Block plans to go. We're going to be a local tech news site all over the US. The opportunity is great. Digital ads is currently a $50 billion market, and by 2020, it'll be a $100 billion market if it continues to grow the 17% it has in the past 5 years. There'll be 4 million more workers as well if you look at the 3.8% new tech workers. So that means for both sides of the market in terms of readers and advertisers, there's a lot of opportunity there. Great companies have focused on very few things in order to succeed. Detail Block wants to focus on those 3 things: creating great content, converting readers into subscribers, and to provide return on investment for advertisers. We plan on finding advertisers through partnerships and direct sales. We plan on finding those readers through great content, search engine optimization, and social media marketing. Within the next rest of the quarter, we plan on having an advisory board completed, and we're going to complete a sales strategy. So by Q3, we break even and with 10 successful customers. Currently, our team is me. I've been working doing research for 8 years, and I have 5 years in management. Jim Van Fleet is a part of my advisory board. He's been helping me out, make sure I don't make very stupid technology mistakes. and he has 11 plus years of experience. He's been part of startups as a chief technology officer and as a founder. Currently, I'm looking for a media advisor and a sales advisor. Those three key pieces will be strategic in me in creating new customers, staying ahead of the technology field, and creating a big media company. Thank you.
Thanks, James. I've always enjoyed reading your detailed block, and really felt, what you offered to the community was of value. I guess the question, and I guess you touched on it somewhat, is your local competition here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really how you're going to generate the needed revenue to sustain your company. And I know that's been a question for some time. I guess the question I'm asking, why do you think now you can move ahead with generating sufficient revenue to keep this going on that we're all looking forward to seeing?
Yep. In the past few years, I've had actually a couple of customers in this room. And they have helped me figure out very much how to create the company, move it forward. But after the City Startup Labs mentorship, I knew where my weaknesses lie. And that is in sales. That is me establishing relationships and keeping them going, providing return on investment, which I did not provide to those customers in the past, but I will for the customers in the future. Having industry knowledge, that's the media advisor, instead of not getting too caught up in technology and moving with the industry, moving with the technology. I will stay committed in the future because I have those three advisors keeping me on board and keeping me moving forward. In terms of revenue, marketing revenue is very seasonal. And I believe that over time that I will be able to catch on to those trends and grow the company by finding strategic partnerships with, say, the technology NCTA, North Carolina Technology Association. By creating a relationship with them, I can get a lot of their customers early on and provide return on investment that way.
Hi, James. How are you?
Hey, Marilyn.
So, I'm one of your biggest fans and have been for a really long time, and I have similar questions to what Jay posed. It seems to me that after being a loyal reader for Detailed Block, it's right up there. You've got it. Number one, great content.
Yep.
And it seems like that's the first thing that needs to come before the revenue comes and before you can return to advertisers. I see that you've got some lines out there to get folks on board. What are your thoughts about getting bench strength for great content?
Absolutely. So I've worked with a few partners, and they are talking with me locally about helping their writers understand how to write technology and business type content. It's hard to find local writers that know and understand technology. I had a co-founder who was great at that, and he got hired away for e-commerce website. That's my number one goal, is to create great, consistent content and doing that moving forward. I haven't been great at that in the past, but I know where, by producing that content, what's the next steps.
If you move ahead tonight, what do you think you're going to need to be doing in the next 60 days? What are the milestone events for you?
Connecting with the universities and my partners to create the content. That's what I need to do, the number one thing, in order to create a brand and get people moving forward, supporting and bringing traffic. I've talked with a few universities about internships and getting interns, and I'm very comfortable now with training them on what types of articles to write, what to get excited about, and I guess managing their expectations. In the past, I had a lot of fear about that because I am, in my mind, understand business way more than content creation and journalism. But now I'm very comfortable with it after doing it 2 years and recognizing what really people like. People really enjoy seeing when somebody raises money, that's a lot of traffic. And also people love seeing local heroes that have raised money in the past and past successes. So following on those two things are the easy things I can give to an intern and say, hey, run with this, because you can go get an interview and this guy really wants the story. Or run with this and copy this press release about raising money and the traffic to go up, everyone gets excited. And I can focus on the deep articles about where the market is going, what's the deep feelings between the investors who are not excited about the deal flow, or the entrepreneurs who doesn't know where to get mentorship. I'm much more clear about that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So I think one of the things that you should feel good about your business is that you have potential customers who very much want you to succeed. No offense to Jonathan in the front row. Question: when I looked at the map, so did you say you're intending to go broader than just Charlotte?
Yes.
Could you talk about that? How you accomplish that, or
Yeah.
why it's necessary?
So it's a first mover advantage type strategy. So I have to create sustainability locally in Charlotte and then replicate that in other markets. If you look at Nashville, Triangle, even Atlanta, they have very similar structures, market structures, and I can just replace detail block in terms of what type of articles, what is the structure of the company, and put that in different markets. If you look at Silicon Valley and the the New York City, they have tech media there. Small cities can use detail block and for their community, the tech community.
Can you break even and make a sufficient living personally just on the Charlotte market?
I have. So in the last 3 months,
Making money.
so in the past, you were one of my customers in the past, and I was always shifting back and forth between getting revenue for myself and then giving revenue for the company and just like being everywhere. But in the last 3 months, I figured it out, and I am sustainable. It's not break even yet. There is ups and down times, but we're, personally, I am enjoying life comparatively to the past.
That's awesome, James. Enjoying life is important. And everybody loves James, right? James, have you thought kind of long term in terms of an exit strategy for this platform? Tell me a little bit about that. What are your plans?
Absolutely. So if you look at the competitors, every company besides Business Insider is owned by $1 billion company, except for Recode. Sorry, they were bought up by Vox, which is a $100 million company, yesterday. So besides Business Insider and Recode, every company is owned by a $1 billion company, and they get bought out for 8 figures. There's a lot of people who want media, and for a focused tech industry type, which is what everyone is reading right now, at the local level, it's not available. There's opportunity there. Someone wants to buy it. So it could be anywhere from who owns the Wall Street Journal, News Corp. They want more content, they want to focus it, and they want to get advertisers all on this vertical. Detail Block can do that.
Got you. What's the biggest market for this?
Excuse me?
What is the biggest market? Is it New York?
In terms of this focus, probably something like Atlanta or Austin, Texas. They have news sites, but they don't have a news site that is creating sustainability. If you look at Atlanta, Austin, Texas, there's a lot of blogs that pop up every 2 years and then they disappear. They're just not sustainable. It's hard. But Austin, Texas, Atlanta, probably Seattle as well. Those are the biggest markets in terms of this strategy. If I just want to go with tech media overall and be national, international, Silicon Valley and New York City and Boston is definitely the way to go. But those are heavy competition, and those big companies that are already bought out by AOL already exist there.
Okay, very good. Congratulations, man. Good luck. Oh, we have another question for you. Hold on.
James, out of all the things that you have to do in this role, in this company, what is the one thing that you love to do the most?
Talk about business with new founders and where the market is going. I really can do that all day. We talk about entrepreneurs. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. It's just seeing like where the market is going, who's competitors, like what strategies they're using, are they different? That's exciting. That's like really exciting.
Good, good. Good luck.
Thanks.